Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the brand new and upgraded race replica suit from Alpinestars, which is being released early 2012. Now, for 2012, we're seeing a lot of the same components from Alpinestars that have worked so well in the past on this race replica suit carry forward. Keep in mind, this is the same suit that Casey Stoner, Danny Pedrosa, Jorge Lorenzo are currently wearing in MotoGP. The only difference for you and I, if we buy this off the rack, is it's not going to be custom fit like their suit would be from Alpinestars. The big differences, though, going into 2012, and there are a few of them. The first one is that this suit is Tech Airbag ready. At some point in the near future, we are going to see the Alpinestars Tech Airbag be released to the market. And what it does is it fits seamlessly in an OEM fitment right into the speed hump, and it's going to integrate with this suit. Now, to integrate that Tech Airbag system, which basically upon any off on the bike, on the track, when it's armed, is going to inflate around the collarbone and the shoulders and in the back. What they had to do with this suit, and you're going to notice, is these elasticated stretch panels that go around the arm. Turn this way for me, Andrew. There you go. That come down the back, they go all the way down. They've been increased in their surface area. So now you have stretch panels that allow for a complete expansion of this inflatable ballast system, which is the Tech Airbag system, which is a safety mechanism built into the suit, or it's going to be incorporated into the hump. It's going to be somewhere in that $4,000 to $6,000 as an add-on to this suit. There are going to be only a few of them that really hit the market in the States. A very specific product for a very specific type of clientele. But again, there is a customer out there at the highest level that spends a lot of time on the racetrack that's going to get the bang for the buck and get the usage out of having that safety feature. The other thing you're going to notice, and stay right there for me, is that with the Tech Airbag system, and again, this suit comes in 3 colors. This is black and white. It comes in black, white, red. There's also a really slick high-vis version. You're also getting this little piece right here, which lights up with 3 LED lights that tells you when it's armed. So when the Tech Airbag is installed, you actually have a connector that lets you know it's armed, it's charged, and it's installed. Other slight nuances, and you can face the camera again, Andrew, with this suit is now we still have our GP-style sliders on all of the external facing impact areas on the suit, so shoulder, elbow, forearm, knee. They've also put BioArmor now on the inside of the suit to give you added comfort around your shoulders while sticking with your GP-style armor in the elbows and forearms and GP-style armor in the knees as well as the shins. They have also slightly changed the perforation scheme. So if you come in tightly here on the chest, what they've done, this suit's designed to flow a ton of air, both for its perforated elasticated panels, which is a step up from something like we'd see on the Tech 1R, and then also you have these big Kevlar panels, these stretch panels down the arms. But what you have here is this perforation scheme on the chest and down the legs. You'll notice it almost has a chevron type pattern that's upside down, where you can see these areas that don't have perf. They've done that on purpose. Perforation naturally weakens leather, and by adding these panels that are, again, especially up at the top where the Tech Airbag is going to inflate, you give it a little bit of more. You give more of an ability to add strength to the garment by not having complete perforation scheme all the way down. So let's take a big step back from some of the nuances now, and let's really talk turkey about what this suit is. We talk about it. This is the high-end, this is the same suit minus the custom tailoring that you'd see on GP level riders. So what that means is it's the super premium leather from Alpinestars, and really the step down from the suit, something like a Tech 1R, which is still a $14 or $1,500 suit. So looking at it, it's the first cut off the cow, super premium leather. It's extremely comfortable. It's going to flow the most air through its perforation and punctuation scheme. Notice punctuation on the outside of the arm. Perforation's a little bit finer down the front in the legs. Big stretch panels along the yoke and down the back. But you're also going to have, that upgrade in the protection. It's going to flow the air. It's going to be the most aggressive in its pre-shape as well. So there are a lot of suits at varying levels from Alpinestars, from other manufacturers, where if you're at a track day and you step off your bike and you slightly unzip it, you're going to be comfortable walking around. Not this suit. This suit is super aggressive. Andrew's 6 foot, 170, 175, about a 40, 41 inch chest. He's wearing a size 50. He's probably very uncomfortable standing straight up and down. This suit is designed to be in the tuck at all times, to sit tight on every part of your body, keep everything where it's supposed to be, and perform when you're in the race position. Be comfortable when you're focused on the track. This isn't the off-the-rack weekend warrior suit. Now, if we move a little bit past that, starting here at the collar, and again, it's about nuances. This is a suit that you're going to spend a lot of time in that performs at a high level. We have fleece, and there's actually a gel backing along the inside of the collar. We've talked about the perforation scheme. You have TPR zipper pull. You also are a zipper cover as well as a zipper pull in this YKK zipper, which is a very high quality zipper that you're using throughout the suit. The cuffs down here are going to be auto lock YKK zippers. We talked about the vented hard part sliders on the outside of the shoulders. Turn, face me, and put your arm up. Again, you have this GP style armor, which the armor is going to be interior of the suit. You have a PU slider on the outside. One of the nice features they do with the suit, we don't see a lot of other people do it, is that you have this PU piece that comes down the side, and what that does is it actually creates an area for a slide that's going to be on the outside of the suit, but where the edge of the armor will be. So if you go down, if you're sliding, you have an additional area that covers the edge of the armor, so it's not going to create a hot spot that might burn through the suit. The other thing you're going to notice is you're going to see it down where the Alpinestars logo shows up. All of the graphics, except for the one right up here on the chest, are actually screened on. This is done at the pro level as well. They're actually printed on the suit. They're not patches. And they do this because it's weight saving. It's weight saving, and by not puncturing the leather in any more than they have to by screening them on, you're actually creating a stronger suit that has less holes in it. So move your arm here for me. Let's move past the armor and the hard part slider, and let's talk about under the arm here. You can see this elasticated panel, and really if you think about the Tech 1R, another big upgrade on the suit, and we hit it a little bit earlier, is that all the elasticated panels are going to be perforated. Again, maximum airflow. If I had to nitpick this suit a little bit, it's a heavy suit. There's a lot here. There's a lot of feature, there's a lot of protective element, there's a lot of technicality, and it does add a little bit of weight. You know, even at the pro level, they're tailoring the suit to be as light as possible. I mean, that's one of the reasons why you don't see a bunch of sewn-on graphics. We even have punctuation, and a lot of times what they've tried to do here is take that perforated element, take anything that has holes in it, and really move it away from the areas that are going to be most prone to impact. And as Andrew puts his arm down here, you can see again, vented PU, you have the elasticated panel that swings all the way around the shoulder. Turn, face the camera for me, Andrew. Now moving down a little bit, move down, you're going to see the stretch panel come into play around the groin area. Moving down to the legs, you're going to have more perforation that has those breaks for strength. Moving into the knee, again, this is the same Race Replica knee protection that we've seen in past. It's rock solid, it works. You have replaceable knee sliders, you have your PU protection on the caps of the knees. You know, I have always laughed when I've seen the progression of this knee armor. I mean, they've really figured out a way to make lightweight catcher's equipment and build them in a very aerodynamic way that vents to these suits. It's just rock solid stuff. Notice huge panels of elastication starting on the inside and outside, both medially and laterally, that start on the legs, move up around the tops of the knees, and then move inside. So Andrew, what I want you to do is I want you to take a step forward with the inside of your leg here. So the inside of the leg, other one, move that one back for me. There you go. If we look here, we have our zipper that's going to come up from the bottom. And again, this is how it interfaces. This is a Super Tech R. This is the boot you would be wearing with this suit. Now turn the face away from me, Andrew. I want to show the outside of the leg. Again, silkscreen graphics for weight saving and strength. Notice the elasticated panels that come all the way down. It allows really you to, by having the elasticated panels down the backs of the legs, turn backwards for me, Andrew. Other way. There you go. What you're not going to have to do is put an extra zipper there, and by not having an extra zipper, it's an area, it's not adding another handful of seams. So again, you give the ability for somebody to have different size calves, but again, with this much stretch panel, you can get away with really not having that expansion panel. And notice the stretch material comes all the way into the back of the knees, a high sweat area, and you have punctuation that goes up to the seat, double reinforcement with some temper foam along the coccyx, and then hit the race position for me, Andrew. Notice the lower back here as I start to move my way up. You can see that yoke comes all the way around. It's perforated again with the Alpinestars logo. You can stand straight up and down. And as we move back to the speed hump, right now Andrew's not wearing a back protector. The CE Level 2 Tech Race back protector is included. It also comes with a chest protector that's included with this suit that's new for this year. But notice we're going to have reflectivity here with perforation on the suit. And then you're also going to have an access panel here at the top, which you can open so you can gain access to the suit again, and you could actually fidget with the controls here on the Tech Airbag system. And you have a big panel at the top of this suit, which is going to be mesh and wicking and designed to flow some air in through the hump, in through the back of the neck, down the back, and try to do its best as it can to keep you cool. Come back around. So we talked about fit. We talked about the inclusion of the back protector, which is the multi-positioned CE Level 2 back protector. It's going to include the chest protector. Remember when you're measuring for these, what you want to do is you want to have somebody measure around really just around your nipples, the widest part of your chest, and you want to take that deep breath and hold it. That gives you about that extra inch, which is going to give you plenty of room for the back protector and the chest protector. And just know that, remember, this is a $2,900 suit. You're talking about the most expensive suit that we sell here at RevZilla with the most technical the most technical features that are baked in. I mean, as just a point of comparison, the next suit down from Alpinestars is really a really phenomenal suit as well with the Tech 1R, and you're looking at that $1,400–1,500 range. So it's just a dramatic difference in the way that they've approached the suit. So from here, let's get this suit off of Andrew, and we're going to bring it to the table, and we'll work it from the inside out and start to talk about the guts. So now that we have Andrew out of the race replica suit, let's break it down from the inside out. Now remember, it's YKK zippers. We've talked about nuance. It's all about the details on this suit. Talking about safety stitching, you're building a suit for the most extreme conditions that you could put it through on the racetrack. Now, as we start to break it open, you're going to notice even on the areas on the back sides of the leather, the area that are going to potentially come in contact with your body, it's very, very soft, almost fleece-like. And I talked briefly about the collar earlier, which almost has a gel padding to it. It's very lightweight, it's very comfortable, and again, it's wicking with this micro fleece feel to it. Now you're looking at the internal guts here, removable washable liner. It's antimicrobial. And one of the really cool things that Alpinestars does is that it's not just this mesh liner that's meant to get between your body and the leather. What it really is it's built to keep you cool via the perforation, but also, if you notice in an area like the armpit here, there's a stretch wicking material that's very lightweight, that's very soft. If I pull it out, you can see it. And then also, if you'll notice, around the kidney, around the scapula, in different areas along the hips, in this perforated liner, you're going to have temper foam that's actually built in. The reason the temper foam's in the liner, not in the suit, is because if you put it in the suit, you have to add more stitching, you have to add more perforation. And really, whenever you, like we've always said, when you start to put holes in things, you weaken them. So all of the holes in the suit are specifically designed to flow air. Anything that doesn't need to be attached to the external leather that can be put on in a different place to hold it in place, it's going to do so. Now we talked about the chest protector, which is included. That's going to be part of the suit. And notice it's silicone on the back. It really just holds itself in place by the pressure of the suit against your chest. And then it's got this 3D bubble style material, which is going to wick and help flow air. Also, Tech Race back protector included in the purchase price of the suit. It's got the kidney belt closure to keep it in place. It's CE level 2. And notice there's a snap at the top. So that snap that's at the top is actually going to interface on this adjustable panel that hangs down in between. It's connected to the suit itself, so it stays in place when the liner's out. But notice there are multiple heights, so you want to have that back protector at the right height. And then also, I did talk about even where the ends of the zippers are, YKK zippers that go all the way down. And I want to expose here, there are pockets on the inside guts, but you even have extra temper foam in the chest that you can leave in or remove. And again, bionic chest protection can go in there. You can use the back protector or the chest protector that's supplied. You really have a lot of configurability within this suit as well. And then if we start to pull the liner, you can see that on the outside of the liner are these sewn in areas where you have that temper foam. Now moving down to the cuff, we talked about the auto-lock zippers. If you're new to the auto-lock zippers, what that means is when you have your glove on, the zipper's in the down position, it doesn't open, you snap it forward, and you can easily pull it open. But again, notice this fleece-style material, extremely soft. The whole point of this suit is that it doesn't get in the way, it doesn't distract you. You'd almost forget that you're wearing a race suit, even though it's supporting you in a lot of different ways and protecting you. And by doing that, your focus is 100% on the racetrack. Now, as we move from the top half of the suit and the internal guts down to the knee, I want to really slightly go over this knee one more time. This big GP-style external protector. Now remember, you have shin protection. It starts at the knee and goes all the way down. That's padded, and it really ends very far down your tibia. But you also have top of the knee protection with this big slider. You have the traditional dual compound puck, which is replaceable. And remember, the inside portion here, it's going to add tibial plateau protection, but it's also going to provide grip for your outside knee or your opposite knee that's going to be on the ground in a turn. Again, just a nice, really functional component that allows you another point of interface with your bike. And as we move down, it was a little bit hard to show when it was on Andrew, but we have our dual stretch panels that come across the back, and we open up the back side of the leg. You're going to notice more of this really comfort and wicking material, and then along the front of the leg here, more 3D foam padding, and then you're going to have a big silicone patch that's going to keep this pant leg in place and keep it down where it's supposed to be. So again, as one of the most technical, if not the most technical suit that we have in our lineup, to really talk about a suit that's the same suit that you'd see on Ben Spies or any of the GP level athletes, it's just not custom fit. It's really in a class all of its own. It's another product that kind of stands alongside of something like the Corsair 5 from Mirai, which you just don't see many things like it out there. And now with the addition with the Tech Air Airbag, it's just a completely different animal altogether. We want to hear your feedback on the new race replica from Alpinestars going into 2012. Leave us feedback on our YouTube channel, on Facebook, like it, dislike it. If you're wearing one currently, let us know what you think. And please subscribe to us. Keep up to date with all the gear reviews that we're doing on a regular basis that we're constantly rolling out. RevZilla TV on YouTube. As always, if you have questions, and before you invest in a product like this, we know that you're going to have questions. Call our gear experts. See us at RevZilla.com, 877-792-9455. That's what we do. We're here to walk you through the process. And as always, it's over $100, well over $100. Ship for free, exchange free, no restock fee if you need to send it back to us, and you can earn Team Zilla cash to be applied to your next order. Thank you for watching our extremely detailed breakdown of the new Alpinestars for 2012 race replica race suit, available at RevZilla.com/Alpinestars. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.